So I made another financial mistake here. Back in March, I bought the cheapest boat I could find on Facebook Marketplace. Here it is. It's a 1990 StarCraft Mariner 180. It's an 18-foot aluminum center console boat. The guy said it was perfect and ready to go. Obviously, it was not. Looking at this video, this is the day I went and looked at it. But I ended up on a pretty good price, and I ended up buying it. So if you want to see the rebuild process, let me know. Part 2. Alright, so this is the listing that I saw originally. This is, lays it out. This is a nice looking boat. It's a 1990 StarCraft Mariner 180. $3,500. That doesn't really show me anything, but looking it over, it's got some rough edges, but it looks pretty good. Biggest thing to take away from the description is boat runs good and no leaks. But that's not the case. Part 3. Alright, so this is it. Back in my driveway. I'm getting to work. I'm already washing it, cleaning it. Stripping it down, taking a bunch of pictures. You can just see how terrible it looks in the sun. Here's a little video of the engine running. Sounds really good. It's a 1990 Mercury 90 horsepower 2-stroke engine. But yeah, you can see from the pictures, I have my work cut out ahead of me. Part 4. Okay, so in this one, we're getting to work on getting that carpet on the inside walls of the boat off. You can see it there. You can see the glue is all left over. I'm using this product called Glue Gone. It's an adhesive remover, and it's working really well, as you can see. Just wanted to show y'all. I am scrubbing really good, so it is taking effort, but it's coming off real clean. I don't know if you can notice how clean that is coming, but it's good stuff. And after days and days of scrubbing, this was our result. It turned out great. The aluminum underneath was looking really good, actually. Part 5. All right, picking it up from last time. This is how the boat currently sits. Looking good. Those inside walls are nice and clean. Another shot of it for you. But next project is getting those seat covers redone and reupholstered. So this is a before shot, what they looked like. Next one, you can see I've done the top one. I just use a template, stretch some vinyl over. I got this like carbon fiber quilted diamond material. It's really nice, so it turned out good. Part 6. All right, in this one, we're taking a look at the transom. It's cracked all along here. It's actually solid right there, all across the back. Until we get to the other side here, it starts cracking again right there. All the way up this side. And then this is the bad part, I think. There's the wood. Look at the fucking wood, dude. The bolt's actually completely through that piece of wood on that side. I can't even see the one on this side. But, yeah. Why I'm worried about it is, if I jump up and down, you can hear that thing. You can hear and see it moving. This episode, we're going to get to work repainting the inside of the boat. So I needed to do the inside walls, the gunnels, basically everything on the inside of the boat needed to be hit. I decided white for this boat would look great. It would kind of make it look like a fiberglass boat, so that's what I chose. I just got basic Ace Hardware rattle can paint and primer in one, and I'm going to town. I've got the base white paint down. It looks really good. Got it on the gunnels and the sidewalls and up front. It's looking real good. I'm about to do the clear coat next, and we should be done. It's part 8. All right, in this one, this is how the boat currently sits after I have painted and clear coated the inside of the boat. All the gunnels, all the walls, some of the floor in the front. This is a much better shot here. It actually turned out really good for just some rattle can paint, but I also got the front seat reupholstered. The bottom was not done yet, so here that is. Turned out really good. I love the quilted diamond pattern on it. Now, I just want to hop into what the boat looked like before. So these are a couple before pictures, what they looked like when I picked it up, and now this is how the boat currently sits. So still a lot of work to be done, but I am, I'm getting it done. It's looking much better already. Part 9. All right, in this one, I'm actually going to sea trial it, so here it is at my boat ramp. I'm going to put it in here, but it didn't go as planned, and I had a bunch of leaks that I had to diagnose, so in the next video, you'll see what I found. All right, so I'm here diagnosing some leaks, and I am looking at the transom, and holy shit. What transom? Oh my god. It's bad. So at this point, I think I need a new transom, and if we're going to do a new transom, look at the floor. The floor needs work as well. So at this point, this project has become a lot bigger than I thought, but we're going to get through it. So, part 10. All right, in this one, I am getting to work with a buddy of mine who agreed to help me out on fixing the transom and the floor. So as you can see, this is the old transom that we're tearing out right now. It was definitely time to be replaced. In this, you can see we've got the transom out, obviously engine's off, and we're getting to work on ripping this console out of here. This is a quick shot at the end of the day. We got the back piece of floor out and the console off. Super happy with how much work we got done today. Part 11. All right, in this one, we've got the floor completely ripped out, and as you can see, we left all the electrical and plumbing attached and just raised the center console above the floor. In this next one, you can see I have cleaned it out, power washed everything, and then here we are cutting templates for the transom. The original transom was only an inch thick. We decided to do 2 sheets of 3/4 inch pieces of wood here. You can see we've got it in here. So transom is done at this point. We just got to button everything up. Part 12. All right, in this one, we have got the center console lifted up, and we are working on getting the floor laid. So here, 2 pieces have been laid, and we've got the center console back in. You can see we cut a hole out right there and fed all the wiring through that. That turned out really good. The stainless steel runners framed up. These are already tacked and got riveted. We're basically putting L brackets on each side of this and then riveting them in. Once we have the framing done, last piece of wood is going to go in over top of this, and then we'll have to tie everything back up. It's part 13. All right, in this one, we have got the floor completely buttoned up, as you can see here. And I decided to purchase this Eva foam decking. It's supposed to look like teak. It's like a khaki color. It ended up being about $150 to do the whole boat. So we start to get to work laying it down. We have the center console propped up, as you can see from the pictures. And we're basically working our way inside. So cutting down the middle and then doing one side at a time to make sure there's a nice even seam down the middle. You can see we've got the center console back in and the Eva foam installed here. We ended up running out of material, so I had to order some. Part 14. All right, in this one, we got the rest of the flooring laid down, and it turned out really good. I'm pretty pleased with the results. In the next clip, you can see we are working on buttoning everything up. So all the plumbing, getting the engine back on, getting the bilge pump in, aerator, all that good stuff. In this next clip here, you can see we have got the engine and everything tied back together. This boat is basically done. The engine's running, and it actually sounds really good. You can see a quick clip of the boat there. But yeah, this is how it stands. 1990 Mercury 2-stroke, holding strong. Part 15. Here she is. Not done, not quite done. We got an issue. There was paneling that covers this and these covers right here. They don't fit anymore because we use thicker flooring. So we're making new panels here and here. But yeah, this is it. It's looking so fucking good. Getting a lot of painting done. Got all under the console. Panels back here are painted, and I hit this again, that's all painted. And then transom, outside of the transom got painted white. Looks really good. It's part 16. In this one, we get to work on the outboard. Last time we had it running, which you can see, it was not pissing water. Basically, if it's not pissing water, you can assume that it needs an impeller. So we're going to go ahead and do that next. But like everything on this boat, an easy job turned into a long and hard one because a stud would not free up, freeing the lower unit. So it completely corroded on itself, and we ended up cracking the lower unit. All right, we're one step closer here. We've got the lower unit off after getting that stud out that was corroded and would not separate from the upper. Finally got that off with the help from my buddy. So we will do the water pump kit tomorrow. Part 17. All right, so I just got done JB welding my outboard. It's a 90 horsepower Mercury 2-stroke, real old 1990s. Had a big old crack right here, and it turned out pretty good actually. I need to, that's just, I just applied it. There's cracks on both sides. You can see, I think after it's sanded, it'll come out real clean. But yeah. All right, so here it is after a good sanding and painting. I'm pretty pleased with the results. Honestly, it came out really good. Part 18. Well, the day is here. Sea trial day. Last thing we buttoned up was getting the lower unit all squared away, swapping out the water pump. She's ready to go. I got the bumpers, I got the ropes ready to go.
When we get the throttle up to about 3/4 and even full throttle, it just dies. All of a sudden the gas just cuts off and it just dies. Here we go. Everything's running good right now. 3,200 RPM. Here we go. Here we go. Oh God. It just dies right out. And that's it. But we can start it back up. So it's like it's getting gas,
until it's
and then
not.
all of a
Maybe
sudden
carbs.
it just cuts off.
Maybe carbs. Part 19. All right, in this one we're diagnosing why the outboard is cutting out. So I bought a new tank and line set up, and I decided to seafoam the engine to clean everything out. Seafoaming the engine. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot more smoke coming out of here. I've been revving it up. We're about 14 minutes in right now. All right, here's treatment number 2 of the seafoam, and you can see just how much it's smoking. It's really doing the job now. I can hear it's loosening everything up. It's really idling a lot better. This is treatment number 3 of the seafoam. Gonna give her some RPM. Part 20. All right, after the seafoam treatment, look how dirty the grass is around it. It's even like up on my shed. Look at the grass there. Oh my, that's crazy. It definitely worked. All right, so after the seafoam treatment, I was noticing a leak, and I took the cowl off, and I am noticing the fuel pump is definitely leaking. Probably no good at this point. So that's probably my issue. I am probably just going to rebuild that fuel pump or swap it out if I can find a whole kit. Part 21. All right, last episode we left it off with needing to swap out the fuel pump. Take a look at these old gaskets. They are nasty. That was definitely my problem. And take a look at it. Here it is. This is the finalized boat. It is looking absolutely great. Here you can see we're about to drop it in and test it out on the water.
New fuel pump. We're off to the races, baby. Purr like a kid. Here's a little slip through.
Stay tuned for the next one.